Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, tomorrow starts the big holiday shopping rush. You're here to show us the latest and the greatest in high-tech gifts for the entire family. We welcome back consumer electronics reporter Brian Westbrook. Nice to have you back, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Happy holidays.
You know, I, for one, plan to be up at about 5 in the morning to go shopping, and I can get some great deals, but I got to know what I'm getting. What's this?
We're gonna start
this is the camera. Why am I asking what's this?
This would be a camera, Dave.
Yeah, all right, good.
This is the Nikon D90 camera. And what's unique about this camera is the fact that not only does it have a live view mode, so a lot of the digital SLRs, and that stands for single lens reflex, you don't care about that?
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's the type of camera that has a big lens is really the way that you want to think about it. But what it can do is you can actually use a live view on it, so you can actually see what you're taking a picture of as you're pointing the camera.
But that's not any different than...
The point-and-shoots camera have those now, but the digital SLRs are just starting to get that feature.
Okay.
It's a drain on the battery life, though, so you may want to just look through the viewfinder if you're taking a picture.
Let me ask you this, because we're talking about, you know, capturing family memories here and photos. What's the advantage to a big camera like this versus, you know, the small pocket cameras that you see people with, you know, when they're on vacation and just, you know, for everyday use?
It's a great question. 3 things. Number 1 is flexibility. So you can get lenses that go longer range, lenses that go faster, that kind of thing. You can also get lower light photos, and you can also get higher quality photos. And you see it's highlighting where the face is there as well.
Yeah, and then you turn it around and you can see exactly what's there. Take a look at that.
There we go.
There you go. That's Zach. That's what we get to look at every day. All right, good.
And if you want to be like Zach, you can take video using the new Flip Mino HD. This is a high-definition camera by the people that make the Flip camera. And the nice thing about this, I love this feature right here. You notice I just popped up a little plug? That plug goes right into your computer, and you can download the video clips right onto YouTube. So it's fantastic if you don't want to mess with cables, you don't want to do a lot of editing or that kind of thing. It comes with the software. It's just a simple little HD camera.
So this is for, you know, family videos or whatever you want to do.
Absolutely. And
you say right to YouTube. You wouldn't just download it to your computer. You just send it straight to YouTube.
You can download it directly to your computer. You can also copy it straight up to YouTube.
You could send it to YouTube, and then you could tell other family members, hey, here's the family movie at YouTube, right?
Exactly. And then they can go watch it wherever they are, wherever they happen to be around the camera.
And you're not gumming up your computer with all that memory.
Precisely. And another good way to share photos is using a photo frame. Now this one is particularly unique because it has Wi-Fi built into it. It also has an RSS feed. That means you can send photos directly to the photo screen, so you don't have to plug in cables, you don't have to mess with it. But what's really
wirelessly?
Cool about, wirelessly, completely wirelessly. What's really nice about this, let's say you give this to your grandparents, and then
they're very tech savvy.
But that's the best part. They don't need to be.
Right.
They can put this on the wall. You can send photos to their wireless photo frame, and so they can keep up with what's going on in your life.
You can just freak out grandma.
You could
send her a new picture every 5 minutes.
You could freak out grandma. But let's take a look at another camera.
You know, now, would it be wrong to give this to grandma, but not tell her you could do that?
I think so.
Would that be wrong?
I'm gonna go so far as to say yes.
Yes, don't do that to grandma. Okay,
you should probably. Well, I guess it depends on the state of her health, right?
Yeah, if grandma's healthy, it might be fun.
That,
yeah. Good.
So you're hitting the slopes.
Yes.
Thanksgiving weekend, great time to go skiing. You may want a camera that you can operate using gloves. Now this camera is pretty slick. I'll turn it on here. Because not only does it have the standard features, it's a point and shoot like we looked at before, but I can control it by tapping on it. So if I tap this way, if I tap this way, it'll actually control the mood of the camera.
Without having to be too delicate with it while you're skiing, you don't have time to really look for the button, do you?
Exactly. Okay. But you know what else this camera does?
You can bake it?
It's waterproof.
It's waterproof. Really?
Absolutely. So you can, up to 10 feet, you can dunk it in the water, you can actually go swimming with it, and it'll keep operating. Now you do have to be careful that the battery cover's clean and that you've closed it up right, but as you can see, there's our picture. We can turn it around and show folks it still works.
It's still working. Now, how can you recognize that your camera is waterproof versus the one that's not?
Drop it in the water and see if it still works.
Yeah, is there another way?
There is. Actually, you want to check with the manufacturer to make sure that your camera is waterproof. And I also want to caution people, there's a word called water resistant. Water resistant means you can take it and use it out in the rain. Waterproof means that it can actually be dunked in water. So you want to make sure that you get a camera that's waterproof. And you also want to be careful that you're not going too far with it. This camera would be great for swimming at the beach, that kind of thing. Not good, so good for diving. When you get down there so far, the pressure won't support it.
All right, good point.
That's
now,
the Epson style.
You've got all your pictures, you got everything. Now you got to print them or share them. How do you do that?
Absolutely. There's 2 printers here. This one is from Hewlett-Packard. It's a nice printer because it's super small and portable, so you can actually take it on vacation with you. It'll print up to 5x7 prints, and it's actually $120. So you think about how many prints can you do, and at some point you'll save that money. This printer here is by Epson. It's the Artisan 800. And what I like about this is it actually prints on CDs and DVDs. So if you're making movies or you're making clips or sharing CDs with your friends, you can actually print right onto a special blank DVD and then share those with the custom
which you could do on your computer as well, but this just streamlines it?
This makes it easy for you. It also has a fax, a scanner, all the bells and whistles you need built in, and it's $300. So
this is the Artisan 800?
Artisan 800.
How is this better than the Artisan 750?
Well, the 750 actually didn't exist, but there was an Artisan 700.
Yeah.
We'll go into the details on that later.
I love this. I've been waiting for this all day. Huge monitor here.
Let me step around over here. This is the new HP TouchSmart, and what I really like about this is you don't control it with the mouse, although you certainly can. We can throw that out. You don't have to use the keyboard. We can throw that out. We can actually touch and drag. We can click. We can move. We can move throughout different things that we're doing. If we want to take a look at photos here, for example, we can just click on the photos. It's great for sharing photos, for sharing movies, that kind of thing with the family and friends. It's a perfect multimedia machine, and it has Blu-ray DVD built in, so you can watch movies and everything on it as well.
No way.
So this is the ultimate.
What are we talking about money-wise?
$1,800 for the model with Blu-ray, but they start at $1,300, so they're not too expensive.
But you understand that you get a television of this size and a Blu-ray player, you're up at $1,800
Absolutely,
anyway.
absolutely.
And it's still a computer, though.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And you know what? The bad thing about this, the downside is you get so used to being able to just touch and drag that when you just go to normal television, you try to do the same thing.
I think we all have that problem. Yeah. Anyone that uses an iPhone has that problem. They go to a normal phone and they're like, well, I can't drag, I can't flip, I can't.
Very cool information. All right, good. Just in time for people to get up early and start shopping. Well, folks, all of the information, by the way, is available on our website at KATU.com. Brian, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it, my friend.
Absolutely.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
You too.
We'll be back with more in Northwest right after this.